Hey y'all. So, on a whim, I decided to watch Impact Rebellion pay-per-view. Now, full disclosure, I haven't been keeping up with Impact, or TNA now. I haven't been keeping up with TNA. I know what's happening for the most part, but I haven't been keeping up with TNA. So, oddity, which is appropriate for this oddity, because not that the rest of the card was bad, I just wasn't as invested for the rest of the card as I was the main event. And I can say that's appropriate for tonight because this main event was excellent. It was Nick Nemeth, former top figure in WWE, the global world champion in New Japan, against Moose, the TNA world champion. And this, I can say, this match was excellent. And funny enough, I was thinking, before this match really got underway, I was thinking, I think Nick Nemeth really fits in better with TNA than he does New Japan. Which is funny for me to say because usually I actually see any and everywhere through New Japan. But I just think Nick fits in more. Maybe I think different if he had more, when he has more matches in New Japan. But from what I've seen in New Japan, he hasn't really, he hasn't changed up his style at all. The cycles off somewhat of what he can do. I can say he's the global world champion in New Japan, which is great. But he hasn't really been a Japan guy. He hasn't really been that strong trial soda guy I thought he'd be. When he came to Japan, and when I saw that, I was excited. Man, it can show what it can really do now. Sokolov can show what it can really do. And he cut that impressive promo about the global world championship. But it just hasn't been there with me. Funny enough, the one guy I'd actually back in Japan, which I don't want to see him go away from TNA, but I'd actually back in Japan, is his opponent, Moose. He had a great match with EC in Japan. I think when that resurgence about a year or two ago, I can't remember exactly, but he has a great showing against EC. That was his only match in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, but he had a great showing against EC, which is EC. I mean, he's gonna make anyone look good in the ring with him, but he just had a great match with EC. But enough of that. I can say this match was excellent. I mean, he had super kicks. He had a prolonged sleep hold, which I was thinking, man, I haven't seen the sleep hold used so effectively in a long time. So to see it back, it just was so great for me. But you had super kicks, you had sleep holds, you had the famouses, you had Nick Nemeth hitting the spear, and I mean, I'm really pretty sure Moose was gonna win, but by the end of this match, I felt the same way I did with Cody coming in against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. Man, the timing's perfect. Nick had to win, but he didn't, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with him not winning, because unlike with Cody, where it was a massive mistake by WB not to have him win at WrestleMania 39, he won at WrestleMania 40, so that's up for debate now. But, unlike And like with that, with Nick not winning, I was okay with. I hope they have another match, and Nick eventually does win the title. I'd be up to see him at TNA champion. Yeah, I can see he fits in better with TNA than he does in New Japan, which was still very surprising for me to say. But yeah, I can say I haven't kept up for TNA. Moose wins. Moose speared Nick Nimitz out of his boots. This was Nick's a great seller. You had at one point, him getting power bombed on the stage. He gets in at 9.9. I'm not kidding. He just rolled in at exactly 9.9. A millisecond later, he would have been counted out. But he rolled in at 9.9, and that was a great visual. It's Dax Howard and Nick Nimitz. They're great sellers for the count out. But I guess I haven't keeping up with it. But at the end of the match, after Moose wins, the lights go out. Well, actually, funny enough, something on the Tron comes on, entrance music, and it says the ice out on the Tron. And that's when the ice go out. And Broken Matt Hardy has come back to TNA and has his eyes set on the TNA World title. I don't think it's going to win, but that's going to be a great match. Like I say, I don't know if it had been teased beforehand, but it was legitimately a shock to me. I know people thought he was going back to WB. I wasn't so sure, but I didn't expect him back in TNA. But Broken Matt Hardy is back in TNA, which I think Broken Matt works better in TNA. Well, not even in hindsight. Broken Matt Hardy works better in TNA than it would in AW, I would think. But yeah, this was a good pay-per-view. And funny enough, I wasn't looking for. It wasn't on my calendar. I knew what was happening, but I may check out Nick Nimitz vs. Moose, but it wasn't appointment viewing for me at 90s. That, I already have it ordered tomorrow. I may, do a full in-depth review when I'm actually focused, when I'm actually all in on all of the matches, or at least most of the matches. But, like I say, I can't say definitely, but I'll be trying to keep up with TNA more than I have been. Just for the story of Nick Nimitz Moose and now Broken Matt Hardy. But I can say this match was excellent. I'm really glad I saw it. If you didn't see it, I'm glad you're away. The rest of the card was good for what it was. I can say I just wasn't that invested, and part of that could be I don't follow each week. That was just the pay-per-view that I thought, well, since I'm here, I might as well watch it. But if you haven't gone your way to see Nick Nimitz vs. Moose for the TNA title, it's really fantastic. But guys, I may see you tomorrow night, I don't know. But thank you for watching my little mini review. Have a good night.